Page 18, When the Saints Go Marching In. Now they're introducing rests and they're introducing a pickup measure. A pickup measure is simply a measure at the beginning of a piece or section that is incomplete, counting wise. So like in this piece, the time signature is 4/4. Every measure should have 4 counts. Well, if you look at the first measure, there's only 3 quarter notes in it. That's not 4 counts, it's 3 counts. So what they do is usually they take the last piece of the measure and they split it, and they take what they need and they put it at the beginning. So if you have 3 counts at the beginning, chances are the last measure of the pieces will have 1 count in it. If you look over at the bottom of page 19, sure enough, the last measure has 1 quarter note in it. And the idea is they put the 2 measures together and they got 1 measure, 18. That's a pickup measure. It's pretty simple actually. Any number of beats can be in a pickup measure as long as it's not a full measure. Now the rests. I give you symbols for the rests. Just remember for each note there's a corresponding rest, because if you can play a note that lasts a count, you can be quiet for 1 count. If you can play a note for 2 counts, you can be quiet for 2 counts. And that's the idea. And they give you the symbols, and it's important that you know what they are. The trick is the whole rest and the half rest look alike. Look at the little boxes. And the idea is, the way I remember them, is the whole rest is a bigger rest because it lasts longer. So it hangs below the line because it's heavy. And the half rest then can sit on the line because it's a little lighter. So that's how I remember which is which. Is it below the line or above the line? Is it a big rest or a little rest? You know, a whole rest or a half rest? Well, look at the first measure in the left hand, that partial measure, the pickup measure. You have that squiggly thing, that bird, whatever you want to call it. That's a quarter rest. Then you have that box, but the box is sitting on the line, so that's a half rest. That gets 2 counts in 4/4 time. Half note gets 2 counts, so a half rest gets 2 counts. So we have 3 beats now in the left hand. The idea with the rest is, technically speaking, you have to account for every beat in every staff. Now they don't do that at the beginning of a book like this, because until you've had rests you can't. So they just leave 1 staff empty or a measure empty or something if nothing's happening. But now that you have rests, you need to find 4 beats in every staff that's used. So in here, the pickup measure, only the right hand's playing those 3 quarter notes. The left hand didn't do anything. They still have to account for the beats. So they put in the rests, and that's what it's for. Now in the first full measure, that is where the right hand is playing a G whole note, the left hand has a quarter rest on beat 1, and then it plays. So it goes 1, 2, 3, 4, and then the next measure. And that whole note is tied. Remember a tie, 2 notes together, so that G is going to be held down for 5 counts total. You don't play the second G, you hold the first G down that long. So play it 1 hand at a time for a while until you get all this counting down and all the notes and all that. And then you can go put the hands together, and that's a whole new adventure in itself. And that's really what we're after here. Now there's a little trickiness going on here. I call them gotchas, because they'll get you if you're not looking. Look at the top of page 19. In the right hand, we have a half note tied to a quarter note, so it's going to be 3 counts. 1, 2, 3, 4, 1. But look at the left hand. You have a half note and then another half note, but it's tied to the next half note. And those are not the same, you're going to hold different. So watch that. So it's 1, 2, 3. See, so they're not always, you got to watch this stuff. That happens a little later on in different places. Just be careful on it. Don't play it like you think it should be played. Play it like the music is telling you to play it. Now it says brightly at the beginning of this. Brightly is not exactly a tempo or a speed, but it's a mood, and that's fine because music is moody. So you think, how's brightly? And there's words, you're going to sing it. Different people will sing it and play at different speeds. You have to decide how you want to do. The rule is never go faster than you can control. It's got to be controlled. It's got to be even. Once you get beyond that, you've exceeded your speed limit and you need to slow down. Over time, as you get better at this, your speed limit will increase. You'll be able to go faster and faster. So I think that's a fine speed for this. The pieces are getting a little longer. Notice this goes over, this is 18 and 19 on both pages. I'd like to play it with you slowly. This is now, I'm assuming you've learned it. You can play it at least a little bit, at least one hand or something, and you're ready to try it with me. So I'm going to play it, and hopefully you'll play it along with me. Now bring out the melody. The melody's in the right hand. I'm going to give us 5 counts. I'm going to give us a full 4 counts for a measure. It gets 4 counts. Plus 1 count because we're coming in on count 2. There's only 3 counts in that first measure. So it's like 1, 2, 3, 4, like so. So I'm going to give us 5 counts and we're going to begin. Hands, you're still in C position. So, yeah. 1, 2, 3, 4, go. 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 2.